the new CEO of YouTube. Congrats, Neil. Neil? You the new CEO, man. You stepped up in the spot, but you knew you were gonna be the new CEO. So there's no. I mean, I can say congrats, but you already knew. If you don't know, Sujin Wojcicki, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Kind of stepping out the way. She's not going to be the CEO of YouTube anymore. Neil is. I made a typo here. Not a typo. It was just a flat out mistake. Informational mistake. Misinformation alert for me. Misinformation alert. But my point, every point in the thread still stands, so I'm not deleting it. I did correct it in this thread. Neil, the new CEO of YouTube, is on the board of this group that I'm going to call CFRA, because if you say the whole board, then YouTube at times will stick a context label on your YouTube video. And what that means is you're talking about something that we don't want you to talk about. That's what that context label means. You don't put context on something that you're comfortable with the way that other people will handle it. He's not on the board of the CFRA group, and this is a group that deals with foreign relations. He's a member of the group. The new CEO, let me restate. Oh wait, so I think I messed it up. I think I messed it up because I quote tweeted that person, and no blame. That's on me. But the new CEO of YouTube, Neil, and his last name is Mohan, is a member of the CFRA group dealing with foreign relations. I said, brace yourself for anti-First Amendment censorship on a level we've never seen before. If you thought Susan was bad, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This is going to be a level that's we've never seen before. Potentially. I could be wrong. Always leave room to be wrong. But what is happening here? For me, this group here, CFRA, and it's a council that deals with relations in foreign countries. Basically, it's a group of elitist, deep state, woke, all-star elitists that decide who's going to be the big names in journalism, who's going to get the CNN job, who's going to get this job, who's going to get the YouTube CEO job. It's the wokest of the woke. It's the ones that don't believe in woke but control woke. It's like the biggest anti-MAGA names you can find in the world. Richard Haas is president, former Department of Defense. Larry Fink, chairman, CEO of BlackRock. I got to double check if I'm right on the board or is he just a member. I'll have to look that up. Is at least a member. Alan Blinken is a member. He's the grandson of the Sunflower Country born writer Mayor Blinken, brother of Donald Blinken and uncle of United States Secretary of State Tony Blinken. Alan, Donald, and Tony are all members of this council. Of course, Bloomberg, just to name a few. I'm not going through every list, every name. Bill C., Rupert Murdoch, Jerome Powell, all members of this board, of this group. I did a thread kind of going through this group here, but this is fascism. Let me skip to this one here. This is literal fascism. We have the CEO of YouTube as a member of a private organization, this council that he's a part of that deals with foreign issues. On this council, some of the members are current public servants. That is fascism. You have public, and we're talking about of the highest order. Let me go straight to the council and go through. Let me go straight to the council and get through some of the members on here. Who are some of the members of this council that was founded in a way during the Woodrow Wilson years, one of the worst Woodrow Wilson is one of the worst presidents to ever happen to this country. He would be like Sam Harris if Sam Harris became president of the United States. Let's look at some of the membership here. So this is the board. So you're not going to see what's his name, Neil, on the board. But so let me go. So yes, so Larry Fink is on the board, chairman, CEO of BlackRock, also on the board of this council. Just tied into the financial, the deep state, the administrative state, the media, all in one private remember, it's a private organization. Senior Vice President, CFO of Alphabet and Google on the board. This is the board right here. I'm looking at board of directors. My goodness. Wow. Senior SVP Google. I don't know if this is current. Former DHS, former National Security Advisor, former this, former that, more Google, Alphabet. They all just put it together. Former Homeland, all these people here. I'm just reading some of the resumes of some of these people. Here are notable council members. It's not even all of them. Gina K. Abercrombie Wistanley. She's the Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer for the U.S. State Department. She's a member of this council that the YouTube CEO is a member of. So do you think you're going to have a fair shake in the algorithm if you don't believe in diversity and inclusion as Gina K does? Probably not. Going down to more of the current members. There's a lot of former. Elliot Abrams, former State Department. There's a ton of formers. Madeleine Albright, former Secretary of State, UN Ambassador. I mean, this is the deep of the deep. This is the woke state. James Baker III, former Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasurer. Oh, and look who is on here. Current people. Lloyd Austin III. Former defense contractor, employee, current U.S. Secretary of Defense, is a member of the council that the YouTube CEO is a member of. It's private business, president, CEO of AMC Theaters, along with current U.S. Secretary of Defense. As I said, Tony Blinken is a part of it. And if you go to the website of this CFR group, what do they believe? What's on the top of their mind right now? What's on the top of their mind is obviously what's going to be on the top of Mr. Neal's mind. How much aid has U.S. sent the sunflower country? 6 graphics illustrate the extraordinary level of support the U.S. has provided the sunflower country as if this were a good thing. Why the war will continue. So if you try to promote anti-war rallies or sentiments, this article's by Richard Haas, as you saw, president of the council. The long war in the sunflower country. The grand delusions of the enemy of the sunflower country. I don't even say the name of the country on YouTube. What else are they talking about? East Africa's weather crisis. What's at stake in the election? I'm going to get to that in a second. In Nigeria. Are sanctions against the enemy of the sunflower country making a difference? This is what this group is focused on. So I always leave room to be wrong, but I don't see any reason to think that there will be any good coming from Mr. Neal. Prove me wrong, Neal. Let me know what you think on that. And I didn't even get into his wife. His wife is on some old social justice garbage. It's not, sorry, the censorship's not looking promising on the tubes. Might have to go over to Rumble, which I am live streaming on right now. Thank you if you are listening on Rumble. I really appreciate you.
Nobody knows the struggle is real, huh? Nobody knows the hustle is ill, huh? Nobody knows how to be humble and chill, huh? All they know is they love the appeal, Nobody knows the struggle is real, huh? Nobody knows the hustle is ill, huh? Nobody knows how to be humble and chill, huh? All they know is they love the appeal, huh?